Welcome back. We are here with part 12 of Eliza's Reign. And don't mind Giselle, I was just taking pictures of all of the people who have become young adults. Her and the triplets are now young adults, so that's really exciting. And I think we only have three more that are still children, so we are definitely moving up. And it is currently Leto's birthday, so he's going to become a young adult too. So we are going to bake him a birthday cake and invite everyone over so that they can watch him blow out the candles. So that's what's going on here. If you'll remember, Eliza and Yuji got married and he brought Winston with him. So Winston and Seth have been doing drugs together, which is not good. But anyway, Eliza has made it so that Seth cannot inherit the crown anymore. So Reliana is going to be the future queen. So there have been consequences, but we are not done with that situation yet. So anyway, here is look at Yuji's face. Anyway, here is Leto blowing out the candles. Of course, it didn't work. We have to go outside and do that. So let's go outside and blow out the candles again. So he'll become a young adult, and I'm just going to roll for his third trait, and it's going to be a snob. And he has completed his aspirations, so we're ready to set him out into the world. But I do want to have Eliza and Yuji woohoo a couple of times. Now, here's the deal. You know, Eliza, she is like 22 days away from becoming an elder, so she's pretty close to becoming an elder. Um, she's definitely on the later side of adult. But she just got remarried, and they're in. Okay, also, Reliana, where are you going? I had to turn headline effects back on so I could see who that was. It's Cody. Yeah, Cody Siren. Anyway, Reliana's enjoying herself. Um, so Eliza and Yuji have been woohooing, and as you know, Eliza is incredibly fertile. She keeps getting pregnant when I don't want her to. And so I was like, you know what? Fine. You want to have a baby when you're old? You can have a baby when you're old. Now, here's the deal. Reliana is probably going to end up taking care of this baby until it becomes old enough to actually move out because, Eliza's going to be a young adult. Okay, we're doing well. Eliza's going to be an elder soon. So she'll probably die before the baby is ready to move out. So when that happens, Reliana is going to take responsibility for her little sibling um, you know, until they're ready to get married and move out. So it's actually kind of interesting that the last member of Gen 3 is actually going to be the same age as everyone in Gen 4. So there we have confirmation that Eliza is indeed pregnant. So there's that. Her belly looks really big. I'm like, no twins. How did I somehow, I said I wasn't going to have a full house, and somehow we always end up that way. Anyway, so we are going to. So I was trying to decide what to do with Leto because he is engaged to Aubrey and they want to get married. So I was like, okay, where can they go? And at first I was like, okay, I'll move them into the Kitsune family. But actually, there's not enough room in the Kitsune family because Layla is pregnant with Seth's baby. So there's not enough room there. And I was like, maybe I'll have them move in with another family, maybe like the Perrytons, because they don't have a lot of Sims in their household. And then I was like, well, maybe, um, I really didn't know what to do. I was thinking really hard here. So I was like, maybe the Perrytons, but no, I don't think, because what they would have no reason to move there except for that maybe Yuji would facilitate something. But then I was like, no, I kind of don't want them to. So then I was like, okay, hold on. Here's what we're going to do. I accidentally went to create a sim. Anyway, we are going to we're going to have Aubrey move in with the royal family. But that's going to bring us to 8 sims because Eliza is pregnant. So what we're going to do is just move her in long enough for them to get married, and then in the next one probably we'll move them into a house of their own. Right now, neither one of them are inheriting a title, so we'll have to think about what we're going to do there, whether or not maybe Eliza will bestow a title onto them, or maybe I don't know. We're going to have to figure out what to do there. So right now we're just going to have them at home and with the royal family. But that's not going to be permanent. It's going to change in the next part when I actually figure it out. But anyway, moving on. Um, and then I was like, okay, well, Layla is very pregnant. So I was like, we should check and see about her baby. Her and Seth are having a baby, and Eliza is not happy. She's like, Seth, you're gonna have to marry her now that you got her pregnant, right? So I was gonna check, and then in between us is just looking in Managed Worlds, and right now she's had the baby, and the baby's name is Kaylin, so it's a little girl. So Eliza's a grandmother. She is a grandmother now. So, anyway, we are going to move on and have Leto's wedding because he wants to get married to Aubrey. They can't get pregnant right now because the household is full, but we'll do that in the next part. So, anyway, let's get ready for the wedding. We'll go to the cathedral, we'll invite everybody, and here we go. So let's head over there and we'll get married. So he's really tense because of his lifestyle withdrawal problems. Like, seriously. Anyway, I'm gonna change her dress. There we go. And let's get married. So we have a comedian at the wedding, a comedian over here telling jokes while we're trying to get married. That's fine. It's totally normal. Um, Maybe I should just not hire an entertainer next time. And okay, now people are getting up on the stage to watch the comedian. Thank you. Oh, Luna has disappeared. Everything is totally fine. Okay, so everyone's watching the wedding, which is nice. The wedding is dragging on, going on for a really long time. So I reset the comedian because please, just stop. Stop telling jokes. Um, and no one's here cooking a cake, so we are going to work on some of the items like tasks for this event. So let's get people over here to have some drinks. And I'm trying to get Leto and Aubrey over here to slow dance with each other. And honestly, look how cute the bartender is. She has the same hairstyle I picked for Reliana, and she's got like these pointy little green ears. That is so adorable. Anyway, moving on. I'm trying to have these two slow dance, and it is the struggle of my life. And I think that they can't because he's so tense. Like, he is so tense that every time they start, they stop. And I don't know what is happening here. So I guess they're just not going to slow dance. He's having a bad day, which is horrible because this is your wedding day. So stop complaining. Anyway, yeah, no, they're not going to do it. They're just not going to do it. Okay, so we need a cake. We don't have a cake. I'll have them flirt with each other 3 times. We will get some more drinks going. What is Layla wearing? Oh my God. Anyway, nobody's baking this cake, so Eliza's gonna go bake the cake. And oh my gosh, my Sims are out of control. I have like really not been giving makeovers to the Sims that have been becoming teenagers, so um, you know, I only have been really focusing on the royal family as per makeovers go. But anyway, this is a total disaster. It's fine. Um, Aureliana is going to do the buffet table so that we can have 4 people eat food. Eliza's just finishing up the cake. There we go. We need a wedding topper. And then I'll have Aubrey come over here and cut the cake. Everyone is getting food. Oh, look at Esther. Oh, I should have Esther marry someone good. She is just so cool. I love her. She's my favorite right now. She is my favorite right now. Actually, I do like Reliana a lot, and she's gotten into cross stitching. I forgot to mention that earlier, though you saw it. Um, Reliana has started getting into cross stitching, and yeah, I love her, and I love Esther right now. Those are my top 2 in Gen 3. What else? Moving on. We are going to have Eliza have some cake. I love it when everybody sits down at the tables and actually eats like normal people. So then, yeah, I was just checking Eliza's age. We are getting old. I mean, by the time so pregnancy is 6 sim days. Babyhood is 6 to 10, I think. Not really sure how many. I try to keep it around 6. And then toddlers are like in the 20. Yeah, I don't know. She'll probably make it to the kid becoming a child, but not for very long. Anyway, um, now they are home from the wedding, and we're just going to have Seth and Winston do some stuff, and then we will work on cross stitching. I don't know why she just left that way over there. Okay, so let's do another one. We'll do shapes this time. And then we will put some things that she knitted up for charity. I mean, she is a princess, so she does do charitable stuff. And apparently she likes to cross stitch with her feet in the pool, which, you know what, good for you. Now, Eliza is going to come back and be like, Seth, you seriously, like, stop doing drugs and you have to marry Layla. She just had your baby. Like, let's go. Let's get the ball rolling here. I think Eliza is kind of getting really fed up. Like, how many other things can she take away from this kid and he doesn't seem to care? So anyway, we are inviting over Gen 3 and he's like, okay, yeah, I'm going to talk to Layla tonight. I'm going to invite over Gen 3. We'll have a talk. And Eliza's like, okay, fine, do that. So, um, but anyway, so Seth goes up to Joanna. Joanna is Joanna Siren, and she is evil. She's an affair baby. And he's basically going to talk to her and he's going to be like, hey, Joanna, like, you're evil, I'm evil, I have an evil plan. Do you want to be part of my evil plan? And she's like, oh, tell me more about it. So he's telling her about his evil plan. And he says, look, my mom wants me to marry Layla because we had a baby together, but I don't really care about Layla. Like, I only did that to get back at Aubrey and Leto, which, does that make sense? Not really. But anyway, um, you know, he's, I am not saying that Seth is like this mastermind because he's not. Anyway, so he's like, what we should do is my mom wants me to get married to Layla, but I don't want to. So how about you and I get married? And that'll like really make my mom mad. He's like, you could get pregnant, we could get married. And she's like, why would I marry you? Because you don't have anything going for you. And he's like, just you wait. I'm going to be king and I will make you my queen if you marry me right now. And she's like, well, when you put it that way. And so they talk about this like plan that they're concocting about how he's going to become king. And so that's his plan. He's going to become king and she's going to be his queen. And so he says, if you go with me on this, I'll make you my queen. But if you can say no, that's fine. Maybe Layla will be queen, And Joanna's like, nah. Like, I'll be the queen. So I'm trying to stop her from leaving. Reliana's like, what is happening? um, so I'm trying to stop her from leaving so that they can continue. I want them to try for a baby, get her pregnant. Um, and so there is a plan in motion. And it starts with Seth pissing off his mother somehow. Why is that a good idea? It's not. Anyway, I think that he just like is rebelling for the sake of it. Like he's just like, you know what? I don't want to do what I'm told. I don't want to do what I have to. I want to make the rules. I can do whatever I want whenever I want. So also he's high all the time. So does he make good decisions? No. Anyway, I'm trying to get them married and it's just not working. For some reason, I think it's because he is uncomfortable because of the drugs. So it's just not working. I have them propose and she says yes, but I can't have them elope for some reason. So I mean, I went through the whole thing. Like there's the music, it seems to be happening, and then it just doesn't happen. So I'm gonna have to cheat that somehow because I don't know why. Like, look, they're having the wedding, and then afterwards it says that they're not married. What's up with that? I don't know. I'm giving up. Anyway, pretend that they just eloped. So they just eloped. I'm struggling. She's pregnant. She is pregnant. Um, yeah, I was hoping I could add a relationship, but I guess you can only add like familial relationships, not like romantic relationships. But anyway, um, moving on. We are going to try again, but it's not going to work. So just say that they eloped. And I was trying to do it from her end too to see if it was, but it doesn't work. So anyway, she's pregnant. They're married. Layla has given birth. And basically, Seth is like, thinks he's so smart. And he is now, I'm just continuing to try to get them married here. Let's just skip this debacle. Okay. So anyway, she's leaving, and he goes up to his mom, and he's gonna brag about what he's just done. He says, "Hey, mom, like I just married Joanna, and she's pregnant." And Eliza is like, "Excuse me." She is not happy. She's like, "Are you kidding me? Like I asked you to do one thing, you can't even do it." She's so mad. She's like, "No matter what I do to you, you just don't even care." And there's just nothing that I can do that's getting through to you here. So she says, "You know what, Seth? We're done. I'm cutting you off. I'm kicking you out of the house. Figure it out. And don't come back until you have." So, anyway, that is where we're going to end today, with Seth being kicked out of the house. And Eliza is done with done with him. She is not happy. She doesn't know what else to do. So she's like, "Get out then. If you can't participate in this family, you don't get to be a part of it. Goodbye." So, anyway, we're going to find out what Seth's plan is in the next one, and I will catch you guys then.